Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Purple Raiders Sitdown here on 91.1 WRMU. I'm your host, Jacob Buttar, and today I am joined by defensive tackle and team captain Duke Hill. Duke, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. So we'll get right into it here. This past week against ONU, the defense pitched yet another shutout, and on the season, you guys have allowed just 13 points so far this year. In your mind, what has clicked so well for the defense this season?
I want to say everybody's buying in, all the people that's contributing on our defense, they either played in the national championship or they saw the outcome of the national championship. Mm-hmm. They came back in the spring and was working every day with us, and it went over into the summer, and it's they was all bought in. And I think that we got a combination of leaders and just underclassmen that's ready to step up. I think we got 3 captains on defense. Got me, JJ, and Mason. So it's a different feeling. Everybody okay. We want to get back to the national championship, and the only way that we can do that is we have the best defense in the country.
For sure. And so far this year, it's really looking like it's one of the top defenses in the country. And you just touched on it here, Duke. You were named the team captain this season. What does that honor mean to you?
Honestly, I always because I always mess with JJ. I'm man, JJ, we really are captains. It's I always felt like a captain before because I never been the one that didn't give back to a freshman or a sophomore or even a junior. It's I always spreading my knowledge. So I think it's just the same feeling I always had because anybody can come to me about anything and I'll always be there for them. So it's just just the title for me.
Yeah, for sure. And you do a great role with that title, a great job representing being a team captain. And you kind of touched on it too in that last answer, but going off that leadership role as a team captain and really as a graduate student on this defensive line, you line up with younger guys such as Rossi Moore, Caleb Brown, Vaughn Factor, and others on a daily basis. What's it like watching those guys succeed alongside you, and what type of mentorship do you pass on to them?
I think it's kind of scary because they pick up fast. You got Rossi, he picked up fast last year. You got Vaughn. Vaughn, in my opinion, is the most underrated D lineman that we have because you usually don't hear a lot from him. And then you got KB and Caleb probably woke up Saturday morning against Defiance and probably no, I don't know if I'm gonna get almost 4 sacks. This is they pick up so fast and just like I said earlier, I just spread as much wealth that I got from what I've learned because I've played in so many games and I just give it to them. And I honestly feel we even if you gave those names, our D-line group goes deeper than that. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely one of the deepest defensive line groups I can safely say that we've ever had here at the University of Mount Union. It is very scary. I agree with you on that. 2 weeks ago, Duke, I spoke to DeAndre Parker about the same topic, but you had the opportunity to leave after graduation last season, but chose to stay. Thank you very much for that. We greatly appreciate it. Was that an easy decision for you? And talk about that thought process.
No, it was not an easy decision. After the national championship, because I got hurt, I kind of went 2-3 weeks without saying nothing to anybody. People were trying to reach out, and I was just I'm just gonna not worry about football right now. I just decided, and back in my mind, I was okay, I got that sour taste in my mouth. I played in the national championship, but I couldn't finish in the national championship. So I was dang, I know I got to get back to that. And then, leading up to January, I just had, a phone call because we always had, exit meetings. And, I had my exit meeting with Q, and it was, we was just talking. And then I was, he named, all the young guys. And I was I think, as long as, everybody else is on board, I was I think, this could be, something special. I was saying this in January that, our defense could be something special. And I was yes, I can run it. I was yeah, I can run it back one more time. And I was just, started reaching back out to everybody. And I was okay. I'm hurt right now, but I'm gonna make sure I rehab so I can just come back better than I was before. And as long as everybody else on board, it could be amazing. And so far, we meeting expectations because we still got bigger goals and because I saw KB was talking about the 80 sacks. We trying to be the best D-line group ever in Mount Union history. So.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely it's looking like it so far. And I really do hope you guys reach those 80 sacks because that'd be an incredible mark. And so far, so good. It's looking like that. But I got some quick-hitting fun questions here now for you, Duke. So I've asked this to every guy that's come in here each week. Favorite team or teams for you? So this could be NFL, MLB, NBA. anything you want to name. DeAndre talked about his favorite college football team. Really, anybody you want to name.
Okay, so I know it's crazy, like, after yesterday and, like, the loss to the Cowboys, but, like, my favorite team is the New England Patriots. And, it's like a couple of rough years, but, like, I just saw my team win so many Super Bowls. It's like, I can ride through the rough years, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, try being a Browns fan, man. At least you got a couple Super Bowls. We love it right there. Next question here for you. Go-to hobby outside of football.
Playing the game, for sure.
Okay.
Playing the game. Like, I can for sure say I done play the game a lot, whether it's like playing Madden or playing like 2K. Like, I feel like that's my way of just like unwinding, not having to worry about like nothing, worry about football, worry about class. It's just like a way of me just sitting in my room and like relaxing just until the next day or whatever.
For sure, for sure. And next question here is actually from where you're from. It's based off that. So being from Memphis and the South, in your opinion, the best Southern comfort food?
This is actually kind of hard because I'm trying to think.
I know they got good barbecue down there in Memphis
like
too.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with barbecue.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think of something that's like mainly Southern. Mm-hmm. I would probably say barbecue. It's it's like every area got its own taste of barbecue. And it's like even in Memphis, it's like it's no place like Memphis barbecue. So yeah, that's the Southern comfort food for sure.
For sure. I was down in Nashville a couple months ago. Got that Southern comfort food, man. I want to go back for it. So.
Even Nashville got some good food. So,
yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. So next question here. Any quarterback, past or present at any level, so it could be college football, it could be a high school quarterback, it could be an NFL quarterback. Who would you want to sack the most in a game?
Who I would want to sack the most? Mm-hmm. I feel like I think I got like 3 because like they just like it was so hard to like sack them. I would want to sack Johnny Manziel just because like it was so hard to people bring him down. Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
And I guess I say Deshaun Watson just because I was been root for Alabama since like 2009. And like watching him at Clemson play against like Alabama, it's just like, dang, like that man like so good. So yeah, I say Johnny Manziel, Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
Okay, 3 tough quarterbacks to take down, but I'm sure you could go after them. That's for sure. And if not football, Duke, what sport would you be playing here at Mount?
I see like the waves of like it's starting to uprise because like it's still like a club sport. But the only other sport that I played was in high school was rugby. So I feel like I would lead the charge for like somebody to have like for us to have like a full rugby team because like that's the only other sport that I played and I would for sure be playing rugby if it was for football.
I would love to be watching you play rugby too, Duke. I knew that you'd be very good at that. So last question that I have here for you, Duke. You're at the midway point of the season now. What's one word you would use to describe this team so far?
Determined. Like even with our defense and our offense, it's like we'd have been put early. Like we just got tested. We'd have been put in positions for us to like. Not saying other teams would have probably not. They would probably had the same outcome, but like other teams probably would have gave up points, or other teams would have like folded on the offense side of the ball. But like we know our goals and we know what we want to do. Like even if like our goals and like our team goals, like we know the things that we want to do and like we're determined to get there. Whether from the top to the bottom, from freshmen to graduate students, like it's different. Like you can't name like a single person that's like I don't want to get back to the national championship. Like everybody is like. We taking it one game at a time, but it's like we head on for the future, and we trying to do everything we got to do to get there. So,
yes, sir. You guys are definitely locked in, definitely looking determined, and it's been fun to watch. And Duke, really appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thank you all for listening to another edition of Purple Raiders Sit Down. We are just moments away from kickoff.